Ever wondered how a knight in armour did a wee? When it rains, where does the water go? Why do pirates all have parrots' earrings and one leg? Why is there sun in summer and not snow? How do you solve the riddle? Where's the hidden key? What's the easiest way of finding out? Join us on our journey through time and history. Who, what, why, and where, and when, and what's it all about?
Welcome to People in Time, a show where we explore the lives of extraordinary people from history and today. In this episode, we are going to learn about Sir Edmund Hillary and his record-breaking climb to the top of Mount Everest. Edmund Hillary was born in Auckland, New Zealand on the 20th of July 1919. He grew up loving the outdoors, climbing trees and exploring the countryside. He was in his 20s when he began climbing mountains in New Zealand and the Himalayas. He joined climbing clubs. He learned from experienced climbers and practiced, becoming known for his skill and determination. But his dream was to climb Everest, the most challenging mountain in the world, at a huge 8,849 meters above sea level. Many people had tried to reach the top before, but all had failed to overcome the great challenge. Explorer George Mallory tried twice, in 1922 and 1924. He reached just over 8,000 meters the first time, but disappeared during his second attempt. In 1938, an expedition reached 8,500 meters before bad weather forced the team to turn around. In 1952, the Swiss expedition reached 8,600 meters before turning back. Reaching the summit of Everest seemed impossible, but Edmund Hillary made it a personal challenge to do what others couldn't and put New Zealand on the map by conquering the Nepalese mountain. He said, "People do not decide to become extraordinary. They decide to accomplish extraordinary things." In 1953, Edmund joined a British expedition led by John Hunt. The team included scientists and researchers who were interested in studying the effects of high altitude on the human body. At high altitudes, for example being up a mountain, the air pressure changes and makes it harder to breathe. The higher you are, the less oxygen is available and your body finds it harder to do things, and the team wanted to study this. It was the perfect opportunity for Edmund to reach the summit of Everest. The expedition set out on the 10th of March with hundreds of staff and a large group of Sherpas. Sherpas are natives to Nepal who are famous for their mountain climbing and ability to withstand the effects of high altitude. They were invaluable as guides to the expeditions and even today still help climbers on Everest. The climbers reached most of the way to the summit and set up camp. It was a huge challenge. High altitude sickness meant breathing was difficult, falling snow and ice could cause injuries, hidden holes and crevices could trap climbers, and extreme cold could easily cause hypothermia. The Kumba Icefall, located near the Everest Base Camp, is one of the most dangerous parts of the climb, with frequent avalanches and shifting ice. Edmund and his friend Tenzing Norgay, who was one of the Sherpas guiding the expedition, would not let this defeat them. After over 2 months of climbing and battling the elements, they pushed on and reached the summit of Everest at 11:30 a.m. on the 29th of May, 1953. They spent only 15 minutes at the top of the world before bad weather and snowstorms forced them to start the descent, which was just as dangerous as the climb. They arrived back at camp just in time to hear the news about the coronation of the young Queen Elizabeth II. Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were instantly famous around the world for doing something that nobody had accomplished before. Edmund and Tenzing were both knighted later that year. Despite his outstanding achievement, Sir Edmund was still humble and did not expect the global acclaim. He and Tenzing Norgay became close friends for the rest of Tenzing's life. If I am a hero, then Hillary is Superman. After the Everest climb, Sir Edmund carried on exploring different mountains and peaks and even explored the South Pole to see what he could achieve. He spent most of his life working with the Sherpa people and Tenzing to build schools, hospitals, and protect the environment of the Himalayas. Sir Edmund Hillary died on the 11th of January 2008 at his home in Auckland. Despite being 88 years old, he was still active, visiting Kathmandu and the Sherpa people. Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay's climb of Everest is now famous the world over as proof of what can be achieved with determination and hard work. Today, it is estimated that over 10,000 people have reached the summit of the mountain inspired by the first climb. As Sir Edmund said, "It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." Thank you for joining me on this episode of People in Time. I will see you next time.